Hello, everyone. This is Devin here to bring you DraftKings NFL DFS picks for Week 1 for the 2022 NFL season. For those new to the Sporty Mouth Channel, this is going to be the Showdown version. I'm going to provide 4 DFS picks for GPP. The 4 DFS picks I mentioned in this video does not mean they're the only option out there, of course. And if you do not hear an NFL player mentioned in the video, does not mean they're not in play. This is a new beginning for me of some sorts. My last channel, for those individuals, subscribers that subscribe to my last channel, I think I had that channel up for 9 years. That, for whatever reason, YouTube decided to say that it was against the rules of some sort. I tried to appeal it to no avail. That's why we get this new channel, kind of sort of this similar name, but we progress forward, and hopefully we can still remain and give everyone decent picks, some good football information or sports information, because I do football and basketball mainly. For those that's again new to the channel, it's going to probably take me a bit to get my subscriber base back, but hopefully those that was following the old channel, that they follow me on Instagram, that because there's some old content there, and I will be producing reels and shorts that you can view for us, giving you different lineups and stuff of that nature. And also follow me on Twitter, which is still available, the D Sporty Mouth. So definitely contents will be released. I'm going to try to make this a habit of doing the Thursdays games, because usually I think last season I just stuck to Sunday's games and only did Showdown like when the playoffs came around or stuff like that. But this is my first chance to really talk football, and we got the Rams versus the Bills. First game, Thursday night game. Of course, Rams, the reigning world champs or Super Bowl champs, and they're facing going to be a decent team that this may be a matchup that we may see as the final game of the regular season playoffs, because Buffalo is looking to still be make it to the Super Bowl. They'll probably still have to go through Kansas City or something like that for AFC. The Rams still has good chances to come back out of the NFC and be a team that's going to defend that Super Bowl championship. But I'm not going to talk too long. I'm going to give you this one lineup, and also, as I stated, I'm going to more than likely provide some reels and shorts of other lineups. And how I do the Showdown format, the captain is the last position that I'll give. So I work my 4 players up, or the 4 players will consist of the captain and 3 of flex players, of course. But I work from the bottom to the top. And as mentioned in the intro, there are plenty of lineups that you're going to be able to probably have a go at trying to win the I think it's $3 million on DraftKings. Definitely you can use this lineup on FanDuel, or different version, different price format, of course. But definitely, as I was stating, utilize the information that I provide. You could say, well, I don't know what I'm talking about, and go a different route, and that's fine. Whatever works for you, I'm here to, again, show you what I'm thinking and how I might play it, or perhaps you can take that information and utilize it in a way that it's going to be valuable to you. So, again, the Sporty Mouth is making a new channel per se. Had close to, like, I think 1,000 videos. Not a large following, but I was about to probably get close to 1,000 subscribers, which that's not saying much regarding how long I've been doing it for YouTube. But either way, we're going to get into these picks, and hopefully this can be helpful. My first DFS pick is Robinson of the Rams. DraftKings salary 6,200. Robinson, of course, is a newcomer for the Rams. Played with the Bears last season. Definitely with him joining the Rams, we're looking for him to bounce back from a subpar season from playing with the Bears. Of course, the Rams threw a lot more in comparison to the Bears offense from last season. And Robinson's a solid receiver when he has this solid quarterback to get him the football. And it's just a different offense. I look for him to play solid football for the Rams. Now, against Buffalo in this game, just based off of last season's stats, they're no pushover against the pass. They were one of the better defenses from last season. Now, of course, as I state with a lot of stats, first 4 weeks, you can probably take that with a grain of salt because there's new players in position. So definitely have to see it play out. But based off last season's stats and stuff of that nature, I look for Robson might have a tough time, but he definitely makes a decent option for Stafford and for this particular format for DraftKings Showdown. And my next DFS pick, Stephon Diggs of the Buffalo Bills. DraftKings salary $9,000. Diggs is one of the better receivers in the league, and he's facing a Rams defense that's more than likely going to see probably Jalen Ramsey more than likely keying in on Diggs. Now, Jalen Ramsey is also one of the better corners in the league, but I'm not going to avoid Ramsey with player like Diggs. Diggs is a player that can overcome great defense, and I think he can still have a solid game against the Rams. Of course, he's the primary target for Josh Allen. Again, Diggs had a solid season last season. I expect more of that to carry over this season. First week, Jalen Ramsey may give him a handful, but I'm going to take my chances, and if it pans out and other players or DFS players say they think Ramsey's going to lock him up, then that's a lot less of an ownership. But it is Showdown, so you're not going to see high ownership no matter what, because just that one particular game and stuff. But Diggs definitely makes a good option. Showdown format, we know Josh Allen's going to look for him no matter what. He's going to test those waters against Jalen Ramsey no matter what. And my next DFS pick, Matthew Stafford of the Rams. DraftKings salary $10,800. In his second season with the Rams, look for not Josh Allen, but Matthew Stafford to continue where he left off. Probably can't get any better than last season. Coming from the Detroit Lions, first season with the Rams, wins the Super Bowl. So definitely Stafford can only have a repeat performance. You know, he probably can throw a little better. He's going to have, again, couple options are no longer with the team, like Woods and Odell Beckham. So Woods is not with the team, but definitely Stafford is a player that continue to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league. The most slept on player for his quarterback. He still can throw the football. He's still got a strong arm. Still can make all the throws or passes, and he's going to make a good option against Buffalo. Buffalo again is a solid team against the pass, according to stats from last season. But definitely think we're going to still see Matthew Stafford throw the football in his first game. So he's going to make a good option for Showdown, especially having, depending on your lineup, if you have any wide receivers from the Rams, you're going to more than likely want Stafford in your lineup, some form of fashion. That's just from a build of a lineup, so to speak. And it's going to be it's not probably an obvious choice, but we'll see why we have Stafford in the lineup and how I would consider building your lineup and why he's in the lineup. And my final DFS pick in the captain position, we have Cooper Kupp of the Rams. Captain's DraftKings salary $18,600. Cooper Kupp was one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the league. It's going to be difficult for him to repeat such a great season he had last season. And top that off, he won a Super Bowl, his first Super Bowl, of course. Cooper Kupp, a player that understands, he's a player that's able to get open. He's going to find the end zone. And, of course, Stafford is going to look for him. And speaking from what I just mentioned, why Matthew Stafford's in the lineup, it's just a matter of how you build your lineups. If you're going to have a player, say a Cooper Kupp in this case, in the captain position, then you more than likely is going to want to have the quarterback in your lineup. And that's just directed towards those new to DFS, those veterans and players that play often. Understands that's one of the things you might consider in a Showdown lineup. If you're going to have your one of your players, especially wide receiver or a running back that catches the ball in your captain position, then you're more than likely going to want that quarterback paired up with him in that particular lineup. But back to Cooper Kupp. He, like I said, last season, it's going to be difficult to probably repeat a season like that. That's like one in a million type season. So, but he's going to be efficient. I think he's gonna have another solid season, and he's gonna probably be one of the main reasons for the Rams to get back to the Super Bowl. He's gonna have to have a solid season to help the Rams. I'm not saying he's going to be the only player, of course, but he definitely is going to be one of those players that needs to perform well like he did last season to give the Rams a chance to repeat as Super Bowl champs. As stated earlier, this is just one of many lineups that you're going to see for the Showdown. This is possibly one of the more favorable lineups or popular lineups, I would say. Again, you're going to have to really dig deep into the various lineups to find that particular player. Is like you're not going to say win a price showdown with a lineup like that. I mean, this is probably more popular, but I'm giving you what I think has a chance. If you don't have these players in lineup, I don't think you have a winning chance or a really good possibility of getting into the money and stuff. You know, these players, that last two players, those players that's probably like 25 and 3,000. Those players that you might not see or things have a lot of playing time, but there's going to get enough snaps and maybe grab a touchdown or something of that nature to really put you over the top. You know, Showdown is more of a game that's going to be more like a split between players participating. It's not one of those, not all the time, that you're going to see one particular player, one contestant take all the money. It's just the and again, you really have to key in on those players, not say like Cooper Kupp or Diggs, because they're gonna be everybody's lineup per se. But as stated, this is just one of many options. We'll provide other lineups in the form of a short and reel over there on Instagram, so definitely check those out. I hope everybody found this information helpful. These are my DraftKings NFL DFS picks for the Showdown week 1 of the 2022 season. Take care. For anyone looking to save time building their lineups, you might want to try Draft Dashboard. As you can see on the screen, you get a 30-day trial to play around with Draft Dashboard, see how you like it. Definitely a decent option if you're looking to save time and if you build a lot of various lineups. And if you're looking to utilize Draft Dashboard for your lineups, there will be a link in the video description for you to check it out. Take care.